I'm Merv Elliott, and I have the pleasure of introducing you to the awards session of the Maroochy Men's Shed's songwriting competition. The competition was closed on the 30th of June. The judges have done their thing, and they have announced, to me at least, the winners and the runners-up. So they will be coming in a moment. This songwriting competition, in fact, had its genesis in the Coolum Sheds Festival, for the first ever festival last year, and a group of the Maroochy Men's Shed fellas got on stage. The wobbly warblers, and I, as one of those fellows, had a mic in my hand for the first time in my life over 91 years, and I can tell you what, I was having a ball. And so when that finished, I got to wondering how the Maroochy Men's Shed could help develop the music scene in the men's shed area. And I had always thought that the songwriters don't get much kudos. The presenters get all the kudos, they get all the money, and the songwriters whose songs are in our memory probably for years, tens of years, have very little recognition. So that's where I went, and I went to the men's shed at Maroochy and proposed the first ever men's shed songwriting competition, and we've ended up with 15 entry songs from 10 shedders, and only 5 sheds, unfortunately, but the stage is set. The stage is set because with the Coolum Festival now, music festival becoming an annual thing, I'm sure the competition for songwriters could add to that and get a lot of benefit for men's. You know, when I was there last year, there was no greater example of men's health and welfare being supported through the men's shed than getting up and having a go on that occasion. So it's certainly one of the great areas of health and development and welfare that we can support. So I want to introduce the judges for the competition. Now, the judges, of course, set the standard, and we can be worried if we haven't got any very good judges. And I had a question on this a lot of times throughout the period of the competition. You know, who's our judges? And of course, no one knew the judges except me. But I could assure them that we had some wonderful professional judges. And now I introduce them to you, if I can find them in the first one is that I wanted to introduce was Helen Owens. Unfortunately, she's not here today, and for family reasons. But Helen was a retired music teacher. She has studied voice with Wallace Carroll and piano. Wait a minute, I've got to get this right. Piano musicianship at the Newcastle Conservatorium for her A Music A. Helen has worked with high school instrumental groups and choirs for many years. She conducted the Australian Youth Choir prior to forming her own community choir. So I thank Helen for her contribution. Now I welcome Mira Chorik. Mira will be here to talk to you in a moment. Mira's bio tells us that she's an artist and award-winning songwriter based on Jinnaburra land. She says, layering bittersweet poetry, warm honey vocals and gentle guitar, her melancholy folk creates a quiet space of reflection and connection. Her performances include the Anywhere Festival, the Moreton Bay Food and Wine Festival and the Woodford Folk Festival. Mira also hosts the Sunshine Coast Songwriters Roundtable, a supportive space for songwriters to meet and hone their skills in storytelling with words and music. Check out her website, mirachorik.com. Thank you for your contribution, Mira. Our third judge, thank you. Our third judge was Brian Martin. Brian has a Bachelor of Arts Contemporary Music, majoring in voice from the Southern Cross University. He's also studied composition at the Queensland Conservatory and has undertaken training in the Joe Estill vocal method, that is physiology and anatomy and vocal qualities, and LNP, which is neuro-linguistic programming. His musical experience ranges from accomplished conductor and teacher to experienced vocalist, pianist, musical arranger and composer. Brian has spent much of his 30 years musical career teaching, including lecturing at various universities and conducting numerous choirs and workshops and touring as a musician and facilitator. Thank you, Brian, for your contribution to this event. I now ask, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, I now ask Mira Chorik to come forward and give the judges' comments on the runner-up, introduce the runner-up and get him to play for us.
Hello, everyone. So as Merv mentioned, the inaugural Queensland Men's Shed Songwriting Competition 2025. So firstly, let me begin by saying that this was not an easy competition to judge. The three of us were repeatedly impressed by the originality, humour and skill of all of the songs submitted. There were many laugh out loud moments, songs that made us want to dance, and beautiful musicianship that came through in the songs. I really want to thank every single one of you who took the time to submit a song, for gathering the courage to share your work, and for everyone who brought so much creativity and joy to the table. It really made this competition meaningful for us as judges, outsiders, to look and to feel. Secondly, it's always worth saying out loud that competitions are subjective by nature. Each of us three judges brought our own set of musical preferences and our own biases to our discussions and deliberation. It's also worth repeating that selecting a winner and runner-up from such a rich field of creativity was incredibly difficult. So please know that the results of this competition are not a reflection of your worth as a songwriter or of the value of your music and creative expression. So, without further ado, I am stoked to announce the runner-up of the inaugural Queensland Men's Shed Songwriting Competition 2025. Please give a very warm round of applause. Can we have a drum roll, please? Day Harris. With his song, No Fire Inside. So I have more to say about this song that you're about to hear from Di. Pardon me, I mispronounced his name. So there were many things about Di's song, No Fire Inside, that the judges noted that made this a standout song. The first is the emotive and natural lyrics, the long-form unfolding story, the originality of the theme, the layering of metaphor, and there's a really enjoyable, unhurried pace and sense of space in the song. Excellent contrast between the verse and chorus. And I don't know if this is what you were intending, but an interesting, smooth country Pink Floyd crossover. A beautiful instrumentation and produced sound. And now here's Di performing the song.
Okay, so my song is called No Fire Inside. Yep, okay. It's a kind of a spoof country. It's a new genre. It's a car song with a twist. It's got a hero called Billy. It's got a big change happening in society and in the little town where they live. And it's about somebody who changes his life to make the best of it. Okay, are we all right? On the highway, billboards call for the unwary. They still come looking for the roadhouse lights, but the shutters and the padlocks tell the story of a town that dies a little more each night. The fortune favors those who get out early, learning something new, whatever may befall. So now Billy's wiring panels across the county, 'cause he could read the writing on the wall. Billy's wheels don't make no noise, and that puts fear into good old boys. They look away when they see him ride, 'cause he got flames on the wing, but there ain't no fire inside. Milkins Billy drives to the edge of town, where the big wheels used to turn down in the hole. Far too many days and nights lived underground. They took his youth and they damn near took his soul. The winter days are snow, the winter snows are getting deeper. Come on, all you know. And summer days are blazing hotter than hell. That's the tell how the local boys still love to hear the rum. They still want to know what beats under the hood. Ah, but they can't see their world is gonna crumble. Is he the only one who understood? Billy's wheels don't make no noise, that puts fear into good old boys. They look away when they see him ride, 'cause he got flames on the wing, but there ain't no fire inside. He got flames on the wing, but there ain't no fire inside. He got flames on the wing, but there ain't no fire inside. folks. Thanks, folks.
Thank you, Di. Di, in fact, used to belong to the Maroochy men's shed. He joined us some time ago, and he became the musical director of our Maroochy men's shed. But unfortunately, about 12 months ago, he was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, and he found it easier simply to come along to the Coolum shed and enjoy his music without the management responsibilities. And so our loss was Coolum's gain. And thanks again, Di, for that. And I'm sure Di's music has helped him a great deal with his serious illness. Incidentally, the competition entries were submitted on the basis of the lyrics of the song plus an MP3 version of the song to back with the musical backing. Having won the competitions, or the first and second place, I gave these two winners the option of adapting their presentation tonight outside of the requirement for the competition. So the competition song, as you listen to it, will be the original song, but the musical adaptation that you see is not necessarily that which the judges heard. They've, in this case, they've improved it a bit. Well, that's what they say. Now, ladies and gentlemen, where am I? I now ask Brian Martin to give the judges' comments on the winning song and announce the winner of our competition and ask them to entertain us. Thanks, Brian. Would you please welcome Brian Martin?
So I'd like to say, well, without announcing the winner, I'll say that the judges, we enjoyed the quirkiness of the topic, different angle on life, and the way that the music was congruent and supported the lyrics as they went along. There was musical variation and layering that we enjoyed. We enjoyed listening. As Mira was saying before, there were laugh out loud moments on all of the songs, well, on a number of the songs. And I also just wanted to say that I think this, I think it's great that there's a songwriting competition going on, and the songs kind of reflecting the life, inside life of the men's shed. Mira and I were listening to the songs and kind of getting an insight into the culture and the atmosphere of the men's shed. We didn't know that it was mainly men's shed people that were going to be putting in applications, but we got that idea after a number of people were very much in praise of the atmosphere and what the men's shed gave to their lives. It's a great, and I would just like to honour you all for doing the men's shed. I've been involved with men's work for 26 years now, and not directly involved with the men's shed, but and I've been doing community work in regards to choirs and seeing communities come together, outreaching people who are out there and don't know that they can be part of community. It can be very lonely, and to offer a place to come to get connected into community is a mighty and honourable thing. So thank you very much to the Men's Shed for doing all of this and for starting the inaugural Men's Shed competition. Hooray! Can we give a round of applause to that? So the winner, after much deliberation of our 17 applications, 17, was Bruce Alhorn. For the song Thinking It, Not Saying It.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm humbled and honoured. And also slightly embarrassed because I've probably had more stage time today than anybody else. So it's a little embarrassing. A musical tart I am. This song is not as cerebral as Dies. And I have it's a song basically about, it's a love song for the inarticulate, if you like. It's about the things you think but you cannot say.
Which he is definitely not, let me tell you.
So I do have the unique privilege of not only performing a song that I wrote, but performing it on a guitar that I made. So I'm doubly blessed. So I'm really enjoying that opportunity. Anyway, this without further ado, this is a song called "Thinking, Not Saying." 1, 2, 3, 4. I think forgot about the violin. Well, I think it, I don't say it. I have a point of view. I do lots of thinking, mostly thinking about you. Every thought of you, it's so hard to say, so I'll just think of you all day. You got me tongue-tied, and no defense. My thoughts so collide, I'm making no sense. I can't say much, I'm really in a stew. Doing lots of thinking, mostly thinking about you. Hit it, Bob. Well, I really want to tell you, to shout it out loud, but my words all miscue. I'm lost in my cloud. Shakespeare and Byron, Keats and Shelley too, they'd be lost for words, just thinking about you. Tongue-tied, I've no defense. thoughts all collide. I'm making no sense. I can't say much. I'm really in a stew. Doing lots of thinking, mostly thinking about you. You got me tongue-tied, I've no defense. My thoughts all collide, but I'm making no sense. I can't say much, I'm really in a stew. Doing lots of thinking, lots and lots of thinking. Doing lots of thinking, mostly thinking about you.
Thank you, and Bruce, thank you very much, and congratulations from us all.
Thank you very much.
That's the end of the competition. Thank you.